there, folks, and welcome to ZSR. We've got another race for you tonight. This is a pretty exciting one. We've got some awesome comms here. We've got a lovely tracker hanging out in the background so that all y'all know what is even happening here. I've got Theorwolf and Unos to explain the action. We've got RaikouRider and bentglasstube, and I'm probably mispronouncing the first, and these two gents will correct me on that. Take it away, lads.
Thank you. Yeah, we got a nice first week of Swiss match between these two. Both are experienced enough Zelda 2 rando players and randomizer players in general.
Yeah, both have a lot of experience in a lot of different randomizers. I don't know who's going to win this one, but there's been some close races already, and I'd like to see this one be a little close.
Yeah, it's reasonable to be close, you know. As long as they don't go into Death Mountain first thing, they'll be great.
I mean, you might have to.
Maybe. I mean, if you get a hammer, you peek in, but...
Yeah, hammer...
They're not even on the same seed. Alright, great.
Okay. Well, that's the thing. I like how Raikou apparently has a 3-heart flag seed, so...
Yeah, I think we know who's on the wrong seed.
Yeah. Copy-paste fail, probably.
Yeah, we're stepping in to address this, because that's obviously not a fair race. Let's get this sorted out.
So, yeah. False start.
Yeah, as you can see, they're both pausing. So, yeah.
Alright. So... that was different. Probably a preview of some of the later flag sets, probably. Yep.
No, this will happen sometimes.
Yeah.
We don't yet have a hash check for Zelda 2 randomizer, so we can't confirm the seed until people actually see the overworld. Or, you know, maybe check their file name and see if it matches what was the goal, but, you know.
Yeah, sometimes, like, a stray space can get into your flag string, and that, like, screws things up.
Yeah.
I've had some copy-paste fails before. It happens.
The flag strings are sensitive, and the dig shake... He's here, shut up!
Okay, so I'm just going to take us to the interview scene and back just to get things reset.
Yeah, we'll talk about something
on the
else.
Overlay.
I played a multi-game thing with Z2R that was included, so that's kind of topical, right?
Yeah, I heard you host some people.
Just a little bit. Yeah. Zelda 2 took the longest time. Zelda 2 randomizer confirmed worse than Zelda 1 and FFR.
Gross. It's a big mountain to climb.
I mean, with Zelda 2 randomizer, you gotta go in expecting you're gonna find everything. That's just kind of...
Okay, I think we've got things switched over properly on the back end. We shall see. If the timer doesn't start when it's supposed to, well, I will figure that out. They will be starting properly on their times. Just, it's possible that our on-screen timer may misbehave due to the restart.
Don't worry. The commentators here will give you information based on the determining factor, and that is when SRL's race bot says that they're done.
Well, remember that the restream that you and chat are watching is on about a 30-second delay from real time. So what you see in SRL chat, if you have it open, please don't spoil. Our lovely ZSR bot will give the final .dones when those happen.
So you're saying we shouldn't spoil the ending? Is that what you're saying?
That is preferable. There was an exceptionally hype race that happened very recently. The really, really, really close hype race last night that kinda got a little bit spoiled by somebody jumping the gun and not waiting until the action played out. So let's try and avoid that if we can. If not, you know, I forgive you in advance. But let's try.
This just in, Big Shake has finished first place in the race.
Okay, and looks like these guys are both ready in real time, so we'll see if our timer behaves itself. Yes, it is. Hey, okay, I'll leave it to you folks then.
All right.
All right. What are you looking forward to here, Yunos?
Same seed. I'm looking forward to them holding left out of the first palace because it saves a frame. And then
it saves a frame, huh?
It does. It saves one frame. And then if they hold left on the overworld, they definitely will have a back spawn on the first encounter. The first encounter will tend to spawn. Oh, okay, BGT's holding left. He's holding left. Oh, he's done it. Oh, Raikou has an encounter.
But we did get same seed, so I think we're winners here.
Yeah. Big winners, and BGT finds the jump cave, which is like the last thing you want to do.
Any time that it requires you to go through jump cave, you're just sad. It's just no.
Oh, that cave is really, really potentially bad. A lot of low ceilings. Look at that rock blocking nothing.
I appreciate this road. This road to, like, does it actually go somewhere?
No. Not without the boots.
What?
Oh, look. I mean,
well,
you can get
Something
here
will be
the other
fixed
way.
shortly,
Yeah.
chat.
I would
just leave.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry for RaikouRider and Medicine Cave for BGT.
So we saw our first hint, too. East for the cross.
Oh boy.
You know? That's what you're always looking for, right?
Yeah. If you're going full Joshy D, maybe.
I mean, Invincible MOAs do suck. They're
Wow.
really bad.
Well, they've both found this 500 bag.
That is very beneficial. It just speeds up the early game quite a decent amount. Thunder!
That takes care of one of the two absolutely required spells. I guess technically, it's possible to skip Thunderbird using a ceiling walk in Grand Palace, but that's very unlikely. I wouldn't go into GP without it.
The rules did state that you have to go back and kill Thunderbird. Granted, I think the rules got deleted, but when they were up, I'm pretty sure they said that.
Yeah, well...
Glove is pretty nice.
Yeah, Glove's a great find. 100 bag.
So what's going to be the troll item that will lead them all across the continents here? Spell item?
Yeah, it'll be Kid. Kid for Reflect.
That sounds horribly likely, but you never know. Maybe it's medicine for Reflect.
Either way. Yeah, I mean, you know. I think Medicine's a great one to be Reflect and Troll because you don't want to leave Mido forever. You want to get in there and get downstab as soon as possible.
Oh, yeah.
So they'll definitely double dip Mido to get downstab and then later, after checking every other town, come back for that Reflect spell.
BGT going in and out of this 3/6, trying to get a red guy, but it's just red jar.
Yeah. Seems, I don't know. Farming this early? I'm curious why he does he want to up A? I guess maybe he wants to get this level and then up A and explore? I don't know. But, you know, there's like, the small enemies can have 500 bags on them, so...
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe just to see what the experience is.
Jeez. Backdoor Saria? That's not the way that... No, that's not the way Raikou got in there.
Now, Raikou saw both sides of Saria, so Saria as a pass-through is not relevant.
Yeah.
So who cares about Bagu? Not us, not us.
Getting the 1-up and then BGT's hit by nothing, it looked like. Classic.
Yeah. 1-ups are deadly.
The 1-up behavior is great. I haven't seen in a while where I pick up a 1-up and then just teleport to the ceiling. Have you?
I've not seen that ever, I want to say. Damage, yes. That's happened even recently.
Yeah, there was, right when it came out, there was a string of them where there was like an overworld encounter in the east, and oh, nice, that DM cave is nowhere without boots. Where I'd pick up a 1-up and just port it up to the top, and then the same thing happened like P5, just warped onto the ceiling.
I mean, maybe that could be good for you. I mean, you could dodge some enemies, maybe.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's good fun, right? I want to have happen is...
Do we play for fun?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because like, what's more fun than like skeletons stuck in the wall or porting up on the ceiling, or like a
I
Maze
do
Island
appreciate
bridge.
a wall skeleton.
Yeah, wall skeletons are great. They're the mascot. What I want to have happen is for the 1-up to actually warp me through the ceiling, but on my way up, I stab the Stalfos in the wall.
That would be perfect timing. Hey!
That boot's looking really good right about now.
Yeah. I mean, this section of the continent seems to be blocked off from half of it. BGT might be in the other half of it after taking that pass-through cave. I'm guessing, but still.
I think he's in the south, and that... Yep, there it is. Second encounter confirms that he's in the south. Boots! I was saying boots. Oh,
Hey.
God, it's P5.
You want to go into P5 right now? 3, 2, 3?
No. Heck, no downstab. Grass tile.
No means of going through key doors? Sounds like a good time.
Oh, we've seen a rock block cave. And now that he has the boots, he could dip into Death Mountain and try to walk around a little bit and see where that rock might be. There's another rock block cave right there.
So, okay. Double rock block.
Cool.
Fun.
Raikou finds the road! The glorious
The road to nowhere.
Nice scenic path.
I guess we need a raft. That's probably a required item.
Yeah. If it's not in one of these two rock block caves, then they'll probably end up heading into Death Mountain to find it. Oh.
Well, we don't have a means of going through key doors, so yeah. I think we're down to the last 2, maybe? I don't know why BGT's ignoring that boulder block cave, though.
Oh, he finds Fairy Cave, which he can't use yet. Oh, just a 50 bag.
50 bags are the disappointment bags of Z2R. I guess we haven't seen Rauru either.
No. What?
Get out of there, BGT.
We're just backseating his game. Sorry, hold on. That's what we do to BGT, though. So, yeah.
I'm waiting for a soft lock. Is that possible these days?
Oh, I would be surprised if it weren't. If there's a soft lock, he'll find it.
Alright, I'm counting on BGT to find the soft lock.
Nice moves, though. Oh, he's picking up the key. Turn around. He doesn't want to miss it. He might die in here to these two bots. Oh, the raft.
So, Death Mountain...
Nope.
I mean, there's a possibility flute's required. That would be the one garbage thing other than spell people.
Decision time. Looks like BHT is going for attack 4.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Attack 4 is typically good enough for a good amount of time. Of course, if you're some Unos guy, you might just beat the game with attack 4.
Yeah, we did a pre-game agreement to only get attack in life 4 the other day.
Yeah, I heard that.
These flags for Dig Shake and I, we're not trying to like brag, but they're a bit on the easy side for us. Like he designed this game, and I basically tested the earliest versions where we were frequently going through several Death Mountain caves without the candle just to get into the seed. So we have low levels, no spells. So yeah,
Good old classic.
yeah, some good old classic. So yeah, something like this is just a bit on the easy side. And we got to give ourselves some added diversity to keep really interested. Low attack level's fun because it just gives you more time to just really rail on bosses.
Is Raikou gonna see where the trophy is? I don't know if it's worth the time to go and see where the spell items are.
No. Well, okay, he hasn't. Yeah, he's Horsehead Naze with the magic jar.
That's our second overworld hint of 4, so there's something.
Go east. Well, you know it. Come on. You know that the rest. Let's go east to find the trophy.
I think go east hints are my least favorite. They tell you, like, nothing.
Well, what counts in go east anyway? It's like desert tile, water tile, the 2 pea bag caves, and the stuff in
the town. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those 6 spots. So it's like,
yeah. I guess that's as many as a west hint, but of course the west hint. I mean, the west hint's worse because you're just gonna check that stuff anyway.
Oh yeah. It would only be of value if it tells you what's behind a boulder block cave. That's about it for west.
Yeah.
Gotta love swamp. And the bubbles in it. Ugh, bubbles are the worst.
Yeah. Life spell for Raikou there out of which town? Okay, BHD has that too, doesn't he?
Yeah, yeah. Good old Rauru, I believe. Yep.
Where is that rock? Did he?
I guess. I'm not sure what BGT's looking for, other than maybe the Death Mountain other entrance. I think we just saw the one.
Parappa cave here. I didn't pay good enough attention. Maybe he's. I don't know how many Parappa caves or fairy right sides we've seen, but where is that boulder block? I haven't seen him enter that, have I?
The first boulder block was kind of back near start, so he'd have to basically up A because he's in the other section of the continent.
Oh, he is still in the south. Okay.
Yeah. Raikou gets his hammer, and he doesn't want to deal with the boomerang guy. Don't blame him.
Ooh, BHT taken out by a bubble.
Bubbles doing what bubbles do, murdering you.
Yeah, that's some video game logic stuff, I think. What's going on with those bubbles? Like, are they Bubble Man's bubbles? I don't understand.
I mean, they're coming from the floor, so just, pockets of gas from the earth, I guess. I don't know.
Lighter than atmosphere.
Raikou is walking into Death Mountain.
And in a cave. Not just like walking around the outside. He's passing through a cave.
And one pass-through leads to another. He might be looking for the boulder. I think he saw it, but he couldn't get to it, so now he's trying to navigate through caves to get there, I suppose.
A really tight room he's trying to avoid death in.
I figure if you're less than 1 bar, you just take the life level, because, yeah. Oh wow, this is just like a chain reaction of pass-through garbage.
Or at least the 4-way this time will give him options. Turn around and go down right. Wow. Well, this is a great Death Mountain so far. I'm gonna peek his head in this cave. I think he wants to at least know if there's a hammer cave in the section he's in, but also it's a good choice, I think, to abandon that 4-way and go through this cave, because you'll probably end up running into that 4-way again in another spot.
It does seem likely.
Whereas that cave, it has a duplicate-looking cave, and that can be very like that. You see, right there. It can be confusing to try to figure out which one's which if you don't go through them.
Well, Death Mountain in general can be just very confusing. Especially if you're looking for a magic cave somewhere that happens to lead to where you want to go.
Finds 2 unique caves there. The floating platform cave and then the first cave if you were doing vanilla. Another bridge screen's got 2 of those knocked out from the right. So if he sees the left side bridge, he knows that he doesn't want to take it. Oh man, I think I might have taken that life up. Oh! Oh, the bot! Oh my goodness. Oh, Ninja Bot gets him!
Bots are deadly. I mean, can you ever go through a seed without getting hit by one that just decides to jump into your face?
They really are very difficult to avoid sometimes. There's no better way of putting it. Like, if they had a higher damage tier, they'd be a terrible enemy. They'd be up there with blue chickens.
Well, BGT found Zarya. Got some thunder. I guess he kind of overlooked that initially. Because he took the spiral road of nothing and it's just kind of in the middle.
Yeah, that's the thing, is when you do like a perimeter check on, the hemisphere or whatever you want to call it, tend to miss stuff in the middle, and there's that boulder block.
Yeah, and I think this is the last cave for BGT that's, not Death Mountain.
Yeah. It's a pea bag. It's the pea bag cave, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh! Meme sale! I hope audio is on his side.
Dig Shake should never fix that.
No, please do not ever fix that.
Chat is listening to RaikouRider, because I forgot to double check with BGT about if he had clean audio or not, but I knew that our other player did, so.
That's good. Good, I just wanted to make sure they could hear the raft taking off, so they got the audio part of that, and then we got the boulder for RaikouRider. Oh,
I mean, that could very well be required.
It could be required. As logic-wise.
Right, logic-wise. Enemies are dropping keys, so in theory,
right,
you could get I think dropped to beat the seed.
Yeah, and a glove helps dig out more keys as well. So I think they could easily go without that item if it's the way that the randomizer program filled the logic, or, met the logic requirements. And what we mean is that there are key doors in palaces, and because it's really difficult to force players to use keys in a certain way, like regular keys, the logic basically requires that before you ever enter a palace, you'll have the magic key or the fairy spell in order to either open the doors or fairy through them.
Music instrument for BGT. So, if Raikou's really digging out this hammer cave, the only thing of value would be a spell item that's blocking Reflect, or required fairy.
Yeah.
Or it could be really bad and you're required to get a magic container.
That would be really special.
You want a seed where, like, you need 7 magic containers to get the item for fairy, and then, like, the 8th magic container is fairy blocked, so you must find the other 3.
I tell this story.
What a shame.
Plenty.
No Plando.
Yeah. But the first seed that Nirm ever played, Nirm having, I don't know, he got like 2nd place in one of our tournaments. The first seed he ever played, it was a Zelda 2 Classic, because it was a long time ago. Him and his buddy were required to get Magic 5 in order to cast the spell to progress the seed. So
that sounds pretty ridiculous.
It was. They were working on it for a couple hours at least, maybe 4. And they'd already kind of figured out. They're like, maybe we have to grind up magic levels to cast this spell and get that towns thing.
Yeah, that's a little bit ridiculous.
Great first seed to play.
I mean, the first seeds are always the best ones, right?
Knowing that Nirm's first seed was that bad, what does it say about Nirm that he continues to play this randomizer?
I mean, once you get the worst seed that you're ever going to play out of the way, then you're good, right? You're like, well, at least it's not that one.
I guess so.
That, and it's probably all Dig Shake's fault. If you're BGT, do you bank on no fairy? Well, he doesn't have the magic key, so I guess he kind of needs something to deal with doors, maybe.
It's worth to keep looking for spells. Spells are great.
I don't think we've seen any palaces over here yet. I think that might be Vod down there, or was that just a random lava tile?
Random lava tile.
Yeah.
Got a forest here. 1 up. Alright, we're gonna see what the item is in the hammer cave. Oh, but he's gotta deal with this. Oh, he can't cast any of his magic. Nah. Oh, he has a life left, but he can deal with this. He doesn't know. I think he would if he did. He can just exit this room and then re-enter it, and this guy will be gone. Oh dear. Oh
yeah,
no, he came over. It's not the cross, Victor. The cross is in the east. Oh man.
That is unfortunate. It was really deep in there too.
It was. He spent a lot of time getting there. I wonder if he remembers the way back.
I'm not even sure what he's really looking for that to be. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's got a bunch of overworld caves that he hasn't checked, like in the, Western overworld. So I think path of least resistance here, even knowing if you know exactly the way to the hammer cave, still to find these free caves.
Yeah, I don't think he's used that hammer to get anything. Why are there so many eyeballs on that screen?
And there's, on the left side of the screen, a blue Moa. Amazing. There's so many coconuts, and he's sitting there trying to navigate them. The coconuts deal a lot of damage, high damage tier, and just like this guy, and he's falling on his head. I'll try the other way. Getting baited by the pea bag. Raikou's going back, dude. Oh no, he's not. Just kidding.
Nah, he's just getting the raft out of some boulder block cave.
Yeah, okay. Thought he was in that first cave again.
Would you like to explain Detroit as BGT gets probably the last possibly required thing?
Detroit? Wait, what?
Yeah, what's Detroit, Eunice? Why is Detroit in this game?
Are we talking about Old Kasuto? I haven't heard this one.
Buzz Thundered's comment about a certain place has upstab.
Oh,
I guess it looks like Detroit or something.
Darunia is a place that he calls it Denver.
Oh, Denver.
Mile High City.
That's a deep one. That's a deep name.
I was like, oh man, we're calling Old Kasuto Detroit now. That's kind of rough. That's they're trying their best in Detroit.
They're trying their best.
I don't know.
Have you been recently?
I've never been there. I'm from Cleveland. I don't need to go to Detroit.
Oh, that's like next door, as far as I'm concerned. I'm in Texas, so it's like, I don't know, all the rest of you guys are also small.
Texas is like a whole nother world.
It kind of is, yeah. Are there palaces in this East continent somewhere?
Sorry, say that again?
Are there palaces somewhere in this East continent?
No?
There are palaces somewhere, right?
There should be. Are like Hidden Kasuto and Hidden Palace, are they random in these flags?
They are set to random, yeah.
Okay.
And New Kasuto was under a forest tile, so.
In this room, you can like talk to the wall. Yeah. BGT's in Denver right now. This is the Mile High town. In the vanilla game, it's, you know, kind of... It's not really on a mountain. It's like on a desert between some mountains. You know, you go through a mountain pass. Here we go. BGT's doing Fairy Claws.
Getting upstab before downstab.
Amazing. This is the dream.
Does BGT skip downstab? You know, you just need one stab to beat the game, right?
I mean, you can get through that room in 3 with just one stab. Actually, if you only need a stab if you're going right to left. Without jump? I don't know.
Could you get through right to left by going up and breaking the blocks? Is that possible?
No, I think, yeah, you could with jump spell. For sure. Maybe without? I don't know.
So what do you think BGT's looking for right now, given everything he has?
I don't know.
He's got 5 containers, which that's not the best, but it's, you know, workable.
He has life. That's a desert tile. Is he checking it? 500 bag. Yeah, level ups are good. Spelltown for Raikou.
It looks like Raikou missed the boots back in the west.
Oh, somebody alert! We River Devils.
I mean, that was a River Devil. It existed.
We're gonna have to go back and make a note. 28 minutes. Got a screen cap BGT. If you, for those out there in chat, you can, if you ever see a River Devil, the remarkable uselessness or something remarkable, you can tweet it to What is it? What's the account? I think the account's name is We Rate River Devils.
Yeah, I've only seen it in passing. I'm not a Twitter person.
No, that works too. But yeah, it's like a We Rate Dogs type of thing, but it's for River Devils.
What's the best River Devil you've ever seen?
One time there's a path. It was like a road that was double wide.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, that can be found.
Yeah.
That's a clip that can be found using a certain command in my chat. But yeah, too wide road. I mean, obviously a River Devil on that road cannot be useful because he's only one tile, man. You just walk right around him. Except right next to him was a Wilson fence. So he kind of was doing his job.
He was. You either have to blow the music, make him go away so you can walk through and trigger enemy spawns, or you have to go through that fence encounter. So he did some good work.
Contemplation, the Bonner Pass, yes, no. No.
I still want to say that BGT has not seen Maze Island. I think he might have seen Death Valley, but ignored it. Which, that's fine.
Yeah. It's much better to get there, like when you don't want to have to leave it, especially if it's a really long valley.
I really don't like going into the valley unless I know where GP is, because just going through that and finding Grand Palace, you're like, ugh, such a waste.
Yeah, and it's better to it's nice to be able to cast Fairy a couple times if you can Fairy foot it. Even if you can't, in these flags, the encounter skip using an enemy is going to still result in a Valley Death encounter, so yeah, good luck navigating that without a cross.
Raiko has all the required spells now, plus a magic key. He's missing boots, which, if they're not required, they're not required. But we haven't really seen a lot of the palaces yet, or Maze Island, I don't think. How do you get there? Pass through cave?
It seems like that's a distinct possibility here. I'm not clear if BGT's actually tried to head south from here through the forest. I don't remember if there was an opening down there or not. I thought there was.
I guess we'll find out once he's done grabbing stuff. Hey, Raiko gets upstab and does not have downstab either, so it's an upstab fight.
Ha. Okay, so yeah. No pass down there. BGT fighting that Red Lizalfos for what I must assume is fun. I mean, it's 200 experience, but with 6 gems left to place and already 445.
I mean, the goal is to get 888, right? Oh, is that not a thing? No.
Not in a lot of winning strategies, no.
So what you're saying is there is no side bet to get to 888.
I don't think I would participate in a side bet like that. That would not be to my advantage.
Oh, well, all you need is a really good Dripper enemy, right?
Oh, Dripper love.
I don't think there's a single palace in the top section here, so I guess he's going for a pass-through cave.
Yeah. He's got choices. Another key drop. Will he ever even cast the fairy spell?
I mean, you might cast it and forget that you had a key. So then you end up just, using a key as a fairy.
Oh, so he knows that the Bonner Pass is no good. Both of them are in that north section, so he's going to take the Nibiru here.
I'm assuming he's good on lives, since extra lives are one of the drops.
Alright, he's clearly in the south now. We've got the ocean at the bottom. Not quite enough magic to cast life. Here we go. Big surprise we found the palace right away. Oh, P7, Raikou taking a death too in an encounter.
Yeah, BGT 445, Raikou 434. A little bit of a difference.
There's that kid. Eh.
Which, if you've already gone into Darunia and gotten upstab,
Now,
and
look
you have
at
all the
this.
required spells,
Is that
That's,
the water tile?
I think so.
Oh. Is Dig Shake still here?
Lame dig shake.
It's not.
Medicine.
Only 7 of the 8 squares around it are forest. Maze Island Bridge must have trumped out that one corner there.
Right, it looks like boots are not required. Although,
They're
for
very
Raikou's
useful
sake,
looking.
they would be very useful, yeah. Alright, so for BGT, what palace do you want this to be? 1?
1. Yeah, 1's a good one. He
Yeah.
knows he can finish it. And quickly. Get an item quickly. 1 life left though. He wants to get in there and up a refill. Did he just cast he just cast life?
Well, you know, sometimes you just want to really make sure you have full life, right?
Looked like Raikou took a game over.
Yeah, he is back in the west. I don't know if he's going to try to find that cave he missed that has the boots.
It would gnaw away at me to know there was just one of the 6, western locations that I hadn't found. That would eat me up and
Yeah.
yeah.
Anytime I miss like a cave or a town in the west, I'm like, okay, there's something horribly wrong here.
Yeah, BGT really wants to be safe here. Grind out this level he's working on, which is like, what is it? It's Magic 5, so he can get his lives back.
Yeah.
Guess
I'm not
gonna go
averse
ahead
to
and-
that play. Probably would have spent some thunder on that MOA if I got a red jar sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that would have been a good move. No downstab, so he can't just skate over this guy.
Yeah, downstab is just so useful as far as ignoring things.
It really is. Oh, wow, he didn't... This life 5 is pretty decent. Yeah, so without a magic key, in Palace 4, BGT is going to be enticed by any path that doesn't require him to use a key. What is this? This is the doors on the right side, okay. Downstab.
Alright, downstab, best stab. A lot better than upstab. Oh, so Raikou did intentionally up A, it sounds like. Probably
Oh,
to
okay.
get the downstab. Which, why not?
He was on his last life. I guess maybe he just had seen as much as he wanted to.
Now, both 3 and 6 are in the west, along with 5. That's not the best.
No. Those are typically the... a lot of time you're looking for the glove still, but 6 and 5 are the last 2 I want to be doing.
Yeah, last 2, but still, you're there in the west. You never want to come back to the west. ideally. Come on, BGT.
Trying to force his way through. Alright, 1 life left. Will he ferry through this room? Looks like it. Maybe? Oh, he's even gonna... Oh, no, you gave up. Oh, and it's a bag.
Thanks, game. I believe Raikou's in 5 now. He does have Attack 5. Attack 5 Guma. That's pretty okay.
Yeah, he's also life 4, so Guma's gonna deal, I think, 3.5 or 4 bars of life per hit.
Well, you just have to not get hit, right?
Well, yeah.
Does have a life spell, but I don't know how castable it is with Magic 3.
He can cast it once, I think. But yeah, even if he takes it, if it's 4 bars, I don't remember right now, but if it's 4 bars, he lifes up, he can't take another hit anyway.
No, he can't cast it at 67.
Oh, is it still 67?
So,
Gross. I'd have put
yeah,
a
that's pretty gross.
pretty decent priority
Oh.
on getting Magic 4. Yeah. And he can't get a
Yeah.
fast death off this bubble either. He could just drop in the back in the other room and jump in lava.
Yeah. Guess he
There he goes.
go and do that now, yeah.
Heck this. Highlander.
I mean, lava is very convenient when you want to die.
Yeah, it's just like Hyrule Spa.
The one-up will
Lava
forever
passes.
remain on that bridge. Oh, hey, this guy.
Oh yeah, BC doesn't quite have the magic. It's 24 MP and he had 0 or 1, so it's close, but he's gonna up
Well.
A since that was his last life.
Well, he knows the path, so...
Bag?
And I guess it's kind of really bad since that was his last life that he didn't get that life on the bridge.
Oops.
You know, I might have considered just getting that extra life and then dying with it. Just because then I'd at least have the magic. But he didn't know at the time that the boss was right there, so... And Raikou's having fun in 5. So much fun that there's Guma.
Alright. The main event. Life 4 Guma fight. See his technique here. The safe walk. Oh gosh. Stab. Walk away.
Yeah.
I think it's 3.5 though, so I mean in his next attempt, if he doesn't finish this one, he will be able to take 2 hits. With well, he can't take the life spell, so never mind. Just not doing too bad on damage here.
Yeah, the life is decreasing, but Guma fights are always so stressful.
Just
When
gotta
you're
do 7 more
one hit
hits,
from
6.
death.
Yeah. Only make one mistake and. Ooh, it's getting close. Oh, he's getting so close. Oh, missed it. Got it.
Got him. Very nice.
Oh, he's
Getting
getting a
that guy.
turnaround.
Really?
Yep. Try to
Interesting.
get 70 XP.
The 70 XP, huh?
Check the dripper.
I mean, those guys, they're
Yeah,
10.
this is fine too.
That ain't bad.
Blue jar. Wow.
The blue jar of sadness right there. Oh, he's going past 720. Alright, get that attack 6.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Which, you know what? That's a lot of experience from a gem.
Yeah, he's going. This is a kind of an older strat for Rando to do the vanilla strats of getting by the low cost magic and life levels and stack big XP from the gems, and like it's kind of this building effect. But that fell out of favor a long time ago, and in favor of just taking whatever you can get right away because of the value of early magic and staying alive.
Well, he's got P5 done with. Yep. That's the big one. I would take a P5 done over a P4 any day just because 5 sucks.
Beach T's doing some fairy feet. Oh, you can that square at the end of that could potentially be the item.
It's always very sad when it ends up being like, oh, there's only, like 2 or 3 spaces there. What are the odds? And then it is.
Oh, right there.
And what is our prize? I guess a heart container would be alright. Magic. One of those.
Magic.
Well, I'm pretty sure you could cast thunder. So, yay. Uh, 3 or 6. Educate me, Eunice. Which one is this? There's no like deal 3 on the top. Yeah. It is 3.
Samus down stab, just ball bop him.
I do like that sprite. I don't really play Metroid, but it looks pretty neat. So you're still a big Link user at Z2R?
Yeah, I find it difficult to change sprites in this game. Not like Zelda 1 where your character is basically a square and you're moving on squares. It doesn't make much of a difference what your character looks like as long as they kind of fill up the 16 by 16 square that you're in. But in this game, I'm used to Link, his size is basically always the same. If he does a down stab, he's got his body and then the sword's below him. But you see with this Samus animation with the ball, I don't know where that hitbox is anymore. I don't know where all of her hitbox is.
Yeah, I don't know either. Just don't get hit though, right?
I just don't know when to expect to hit the enemy so I could start spamming down or something like that. And then you got the issue of trying to make, a 4-tile jump. And I'm used to,
Yeah, the 4-tile jump would probably be
It's a very precise thing. And so I want to know, I'm used to the way Link's feet look. Looking at his back foot, when's his back foot about to fall off that? So, yeah, I don't do well with the other sprites.
Raikou is going for that attack 7, it looks like.
I would expect to see that, yeah. If you're going for 6, might as well go for 7. Oh, he's got to use Reflect here to get by, or Thunder. Oh my goodness, what the heck?
I guess not.
Just kidding, yeah, never mind me.
Yeah, I mean, just don't get hit. That's all you had to do.
He just, he's clearly knew what he was doing there. He went off the left side of the screen, reset the, that was a nice clean fight there with Rebo. Reset the hammer throw, jumped through there, and just barely squeaked through.
All right. I imagine Raikou is going to go to 6 next, because why not? Take out 3 and 5, why not do 6 too?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, attack 7. I mean, Barba's going to take somewhere between 8 and 16 hits, I guess. I don't know. Not many.
BGT doing some good old fairy feeding.
Yep,
Hey, fun. P1 invod, as you do. Do you think BGT goes for the item in here?
Looks like he's not. He didn't even pay attention to that left. He's just heading straight to the right.
Did find it interesting that he did kind of look in Maze Island, but that guy gave him a 7th container, and 7 containers is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, can't really be required to get anything else. So,
yeah, everything else is kind of luxury at this point. Just, make your life a little bit easier.
Still doesn't have downstab.
No. I don't think we've seen the last outside palace here either to know if flute is required or not. And I guess that's Palace 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we had the hint for one that's a magic container.
Yeah, I missed that hint if so. Oh, yeah, I remember that hint now. He neighs. He does indeed.
Or said nays.
Yeah.
BHT going for the safety fairy there.
I mean, sure. Why not? When you don't have downstab and you have to deal with these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that turned out to be a fairly decent play. He's out of magic. He couldn't have cast life anymore.
Attack 8 is at 7,520. Oh, I like that. Anytime we can do a little down stab bounce up, that is nice.
Oh yeah, that's a great move.
So could their routing at this point be any different?
No? Maybe? I don't know. Let's think about that.
I mean, Raikou's clearing out the entire west, even poked into Death Mountain. BGT's in the east. Of course, now he's going back west, it looks like, because, yeah, he has GP and some P2 somewhere, so it's probably time to do the west. Get down step, maybe.
Oh.
On the road.
That's P0 there. And somewhere up here is the other P. Oh, he's going down. Okay. Oh, is he finally heading to Mito?
Maybe? He might just be going, you know what? I don't need no down stab.
Nope.
It's just...
Yeah? What? He's going by that palace? Is South Coast Road. Alright.
Is this Mito or something?
I guess so.
I'm not playing, so my knowledge of where everything is kind of vague.
Yeah.
And there's no reason not to trade in the medicine here, right?
What's it gonna take him? An extra 35 seconds or so to get the spell?
Yeah, I mean, he probably wants to be in the south anyway to do these palaces down here, so it's not like upping from this downstepped guy would help.
Alright, fair enough. I think the jump spell would be the one I'd want the most.
Oh, I think jump is by far the most useful. Shield, eh. Oh, BGT.
Nope.
He's snubbing that lady.
Just walking right out. I'm not even walking by her house. Not even just give her the medicine and leave the town. Nope.
No, you know, I got the medicine of life, but you know what? Ah.
Just gonna let the kid die. Fine.
Well, he's got a kid at his inventory too, so he's just kind of sitting on that too. Interesting. Raikou is back in the east, and he didn't beat 6. I wonder.
His magic levels are still a problem. See, this is kind of the downside of this high attack, low magic strat. He hasn't picked up any magic containers, so got many magic levels. He can't cast fairy even, can he?
Not being able to cast fairy would be kind of bad.
Yeah.
And there's always the possibility of there's that Canadian hole jump, or if you're not good at the tile jump, yeah, you kind of want jump.
Mm-hmm.
So he might be looking for jump, actually.
Oh, BGT almost managed to make himself fall in the lava. Having a laugh about that one.
So yeah, false floor in P6 seems to be Raikou's issue.
Okay.
Which, we haven't seen jump anywhere. No idea where it is or anything. BGT wouldn't trade in the medicine for us to know what's in Mito.
We're gonna make sure to keep score on what that costs him if we find out what spell that is. What room? What room is that? That the bad endings?
Yeah, the bad ending
jar
in
in the
5.
statue? Okay.
Yeah. Just sadness. So Raikou's exploring the east now. Areas he never went. And I think there's a whole bunch of nothing up here. Maybe a town.
Oof. Slightly unexpected result there for Raikou. He looked to be trying to bounce. I don't know if he got hit by a blue moa before or after.
Well, you know, if you want to cross, it's in the east. That's all you gotta do.
Well, speaking of that, where is it then? Is it in...
Probably Magic Container
Caves?
Lady.
Okay.
She needed 6, and they didn't have it at the time. And I doubt they've gone back and looked. I think Raikou was in this 5 for a bit, so it's not unexpected to spend some time here. BGT. Hey, we found P2. No flute required, which is good for Raikou.
Nice shade of lavender. I like it.
Yeah, it's a color. Seems to... I don't know if it fits the theme of Zelda 2. Too bright.
I kind of want to know... I want to see a lavender brick in real life now, I think. Not painted. Not painted. I want to know how you make that without paint.
That I could not tell you. Heart.
Yeah. PhD finds 5's item room.
I mean, if you're just looking for the boss and you find the item room, you're a little sad. It's like, how did my path go so wrong that I found myself here?
5 is complicated because it's really hard to tell where any path is going to take you. Like, it can twist and turn.
It's right up there. Would you say 5 is better or worse than GP?
I think it's kind of worse because GP, anytime you go down an elevator, there's going to be a right. Except for that one case where you have to like ferry upward through a chute after the elevator.
Yeah, the room you almost never see, but
right,
sometimes.
You almost never see it. But yeah, like just, I think that it's very expected. What's bad about P7 is when you get like a 50-50 and you know that you have to pick one of those two, and one goes a Dark Link and one loops you all the way back to the beginning.
Are those actual 50-50, or is it 70 you're picking the wrong thing and 30 you're right?
Is it 50, is it you're playing against Dig Shake and you think you're ahead or behind? And you got
behind, always behind.
Okay, so you take the Eon drop 100% of the time.
But what if there's a blue Bird Knight guy right there, and you're like, well, maybe Dig Shake has low life, and he's going to backtrack and take Eon.
Yeah, then I guess you do the other thing. If I'm going to do something, do you already know it?
I don't know. Maybe. Oh, dead end.
But what if I do something else? Then I don't know that.
One of these days, someone will go into the left side of that elevator room in 5 just for fun.
For keys?
Sure.
This is
there
always
keys over there?
keys, right? Or this isn't always keys, that's sometimes keys. Yeah, there can be keys over there, though. That's the thing about coming into P5, like, without any keys, there's actually a lot of P-bag spots. And if you have, like, a glove... Yeah, without upstab, though, I don't think so.
Who would ever play Zelda 2 Randomizer and not get upstab?
I think, yeah, it's some combination of like jump, glove, and upstab in here really increases the number of chances you have at keys.
I appreciate that mace thrower right there. That's like the perfect spot for him, I think.
Yeah, I can't tell if he keeps like despawning it and respawning it. Oh, nice though. It's the fake Dig Shake room.
I mean, the goal was to find every dead end, right?
No, if he's going for that goal, he nailed it.
I mean, you've seen both right dead ends. You've seen the item. Has he seen any of the other left dead ends, maybe?
I don't know. Maybe we can find those.
I mean, he might get 2,370 experience if you would go pick up P-bags. Hey, P2. Oh, look at that guy. He is so dead. Didn't even get his third head out.
Raikou just dunked the head right back into the body, right down his neck. Nope, you're not coming out. More keys for BGT!
Yeah, and I'm not sure what the P2 item was. It's based on it. Wasn't a container, it looks like, so... Yeah.
So...
Some P-bag or something. Attack 8!
It kind of puts Raikou in the lead right now.
Just a little bit, yeah, I would say so.
Hey,
the only thing that might get him is if jump is required for 6, effectively.
Yeah, that'll get BGT too, though. Well, I guess if we're talking about like the Canadian,
yeah, making that jump.
PG. he could make the jump, but you can't make the jump if you don't try. That thing about you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take.
Yeah, you gotta at least try. But Raikou gets the trophy, which BGT left behind. It's some random teabag cave over here. No idea what that blocks.
So it
Some
wasn't
spell,
the cross
maybe.
in there.
It was not. Which I'm thinking Magic Container Lady or Spell, which I don't think they have the Spell. One of those two. How do you do the Crumble Bridge in P2, Unos? How do you do that without Jumper Fairy?
The Crumble Bridge in P2? Well,
Yeah,
what are conditions here? Are
you're
there
entering
hammer
from the
throws?
right, and you have to jump up those 3 bridges
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah.
without Jumper Fairy.
That's fun. The goal there is, I guess there are 2 ways to do it. My goal is to, kind of jump so that the corner Link's hitbox hits the bottom corner of the second bridge, which is the hard one to get up, or the top bridge. So it like abuses the subpixels and always forces him up. But some people will land on the tip of the second bridge, do a jump right and back, and try to maneuver upward. I don't know.
So you recommend abusing subpixels, right?
I recommend abusing subpixels in all 3 tile jumps. That you don't have like 2 squares to run up to them.
Sounds right. Looks like Raikou is avoiding Death Valley for now. Gonna obey. Oh, so that's where P2 was. Why did BGT not beat that? I think P7 is also over here, so that's probably why. Just gonna do it right before.
BGT! What is he looking for? Some swamp?
If he was looking for swamp, he found it. There's just a giant swamp of nothing over there.
Looking for swamp in Zelda 2 Randomizer?
Raikou not walking on the water and instead walks on the counter.
Oh, it looks like Raikou is gonna at least do a cursory search for items in here, which I think in his position is probably good. He needs magic containers badly.
Yeah, 4 magic containers, I would still be looking a little bit.
You know, if he gets to 1, and I'm sure he's gonna recall his hint, he'd probably look for that magic container if he still gets there with 4, or even 5 probably.
Yeah. And he doesn't have boots, so he has to go this way.
Gross.
Yeah,
it gets him on the
gross.
square here. But I guess the return trip is the one that's gonna probably hurt him a little bit. There's 1 magic container.
I mean, he could do a little fairy feeding, but
Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of fairy footer he is.
yeah, I don't know. Have to see him attempt it to know. VOD's usually the one where if you're gonna fairy feed anywhere, it would be there. Alright, BGT has found P5 again. Would you play Zelda 2 Randomizer if your character was drunk and you stumbled around everywhere?
Oh, absolutely not. No. No, the best thing about Zelda 2 is how well it controls. I would not
so
play
the
that
thing
game.
is, there's a good thing about Zelda 2 Randomizer.
I am saying that for sure. for absolute certain, the great thing about Zelda 2 Randomizer is that you got a game, Zelda 2, with such amazing, like really good, predictable, responsive control mechanics in the side scroll. And the randomizer builds up, additional challenges. Like it makes the game have more variety in what you can, try to accomplish with those moves.
I think the only time the controls are a little bit odd are when the randomizer decides it's going to put 50 million enemies on a screen that are spewing projectiles and everything kind of slows to a crawl.
Oh, that's
Those are the fun times.
That's the time that you need it, though. That bullet time.
Alright, what's Raikou gonna do here? He's gonna swan dive on down, I guess.
Item room.
Hey, item.
Not
so BGT hoping for something.
Heart container.
I think this was a bag. So what does the P stand for, Yunos?
I've heard many theories. My favorite is that it's Ganon's minions poop, and Link's job is to clean it up. Got to clean up the poop in Hyrule, and
he's kind of like a zookeeper, I guess.
Yeah, or, just clean the place up, like zookeeper or just general do-gooder. Getting ladies water, cleaning up the minion
filth.
Poop.
Yeah.
Now this is the right path. BGT's gonna go for this key. I want to see his key count. I want to see the key count now.
Is it worth it? Yeah.
Took a death. I think he had magic too.
Raikou is up to key count C right now.
And now he's not even gonna try to get the key. Oh, it's not the right way either. Alright, here comes the big payoff for Raikou's leveling strategy.
The big 8,000 spread. Now is he gonna go for life, magic? Is he gonna focus on one of them?
I think he'd probably get to like 856 here.
He still has 2 gems to place.
Uh-huh. I would burn those gems. He might get to 866 or 857. Going to 7 life.
He is just going all in on that life.
He looks like he might go 838. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. This is a very reasonable level, 857.
Is he gonna get 300 experience?
I don't know. Is he gonna look for the item?
He saw that? Question mark? Maybe not. I think he's just killing stuff for the experience, if I'm not mistaken.
He is going for 867. Up in A time, out of here. Okay.
I think he was at 0 lives, so alright. That, and he's got a really silly long walk back. I think he might even be looking for the other item here.
Beach T, P6.
Mm-hmm. P6.
Place is a lot of fun. Taking some like lava baths. Falling down hole. Oh my god, he doesn't have any more keys?
He is actually out of keys.
How? How can he even be out of keys?
Probably P5. He used it a lot, maybe.
There are 4 key doors in there.
P4.
Yeah,
He's
P4. P4 will eat it up a little bit, but it's been a while since he's there. I mean, he got that one key in P3, then he died trying to get the other. What door was between that room and Rebo? Was it? No. I mean, that's what I'm getting. Like, how did he go back to 0 keys already? He didn't complete 3. Is he? What?
Yeah, he completed 3. Yeah, he's good. So they're both in 6 now.
Yep.
So Raiko has P1 in Death Valley. BGT has P2, which is also kind of in that general area, and they're both in 6. Pretty close.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, they basically started this place at the same time, so we get to like, you know, see how quickly each of them finishes this place next to each other. Beach T so far is doing significantly better, even though Raiko was able to, like, you know, 2-hit some of these enemies. Beach T's skating through them with like down stab spam. A little indecision by Raiko here.
Raiko has been in here before, so I think he's trying to remember what he wants to do here.
Well, here's a room that Beach T makes the 4 tile jump easily, squeezing through the keyhole.
And there's the room.
Yeah, the floor in this tile set's really easy to look at. That's good. It's not like one of those crazy tile sets where every little brick in the floor is just a few pixels wide. Looking for a bag there, or a jar.
But BGT does show you how it's done. Just kind of jump on over.
Yep.
Now deal with all this
Statue.
nonsense.
Yeah. Statue followed by 2 bricks, followed by a 4 tile wide hole. 3rd statue. Oh, item room, turn around. Maybe he takes the key and flees, I don't know.
Maybe. It does mean that jumping over that hole is not required at all, so that's something.
Yeah. Nice and quick there. He's gonna look. He's gonna spend the key and get a heart container, I'm guessing.
Well, 6, 6, 6, 7, and 7 for containers. Raiko is back there again.
Yeah.
Having a little bit of a rough go, I suppose.
I want to point out that like BGT's Rebo fight took maybe like 6 hits total. You know, attack 8 doesn't have a huge payoff. Otherwise, BGT's better set for survivability and spellcasting.
I mean, that's mostly due to containers, since
Right.
Raiko's 8, 6, 7, so
Just
he just had a
coloring.
rough go early on.
Yeah, I'm coloring the situation as a whole for their leveling or their
Yeah,
There's
Raiko
survivability.
had some rough times when he couldn't cast stuff, which would have
Yeah.
been nice. Are they in the same area again?
yes, they are
I
in the
think
same
they are.
room.
Same room.
More key. That's a free key for BGT. Doesn't have to use it on a door or anything right here. And Barbo right after. All right. Will any of our racers take a lava bath? He tried to do it! He tried to, like, jumpless yak hammer. The madman.
It was a good effort, but no, didn't quite work out.
Didn't manage to soft lock the game either. Nice quick fight. Doesn't fly off into the lava, not getting a recoil on that last hit. That's always a great one. Nice and safe for Raikou.
Yeah, punches the dragon in the face a couple times, he's gone.
Barba's health bars can be kind of wonky. You know, like, it could be like 5 hits per health bar, and then the last one will, like... Sometimes they'll take more hits or fewer. But when it takes fewer hits, you, like, do a second hit on the last bar, and all of a sudden there's no recoil. You go flying into the lava. It's a nice surprise.
Yeah, who hasn't done that? Who's played this rando? I have learned to be careful toward the end of that fight, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But they both have Barba down, so just a P2 and a P1 away from 7.
Yeah, BGT needs to locate this P2, and I frankly don't know where it was. Both of them took some time.
So from P7, P2 is to the north of it. Just, you know, like scroll the screen a couple up, and there it is.
Oh, okay.
And it also happens to be to the right of the VOD entrance, where Raikou would be going. So it's all located in the south part, which I think they take a pass through to get down there somewhere.
Yeah, BGT's heading for it right now at the Naburu Pass. Up here to the left. Right there.
BGT leaves the key. No key this time.
Yeah, he ought to be fine and going to P2. P2 doesn't tend to have a situation when much magic as he has of blocking you out, making you take a intentional death or anything like that.
Oof. Raikou is on his heels. Looks like he's going for the exact same pass-through cave, so... Alright, BGT is in too.
What? Okay. And, okay, up an A. Alright.
Yeah, thought that was interesting that he didn't immediately up A. I guess he thought about it and it's like, yeah, getting that life back would probably be good. Raikou swings into 2 just for the life refill.
He's got a 1-up?
Yeah, there are MOAs in that lava encounter, so... Yeah, no fairy feat for Raikou, just a...
Fairy on.
Try not to die to these enemies.
Yeah, so I noticed that Raikou is playing... he's using a Wii, a homebrew Wii with FCE UGX or whatever. So I don't know what his input device. He could be using like a GameCube controller.
Interesting.
Or possibly I've done this before and used the Wiimote. So I could see why he might not. Yeah. Oh.
With the fairy save, yeah, that was a little dicey.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, both of those controllers really aren't centered around the importance of a D-pad, are they?
No, not really at all.
I think they have relatively small D-pads for the size of the controller, and they're far to the interior of the controller, unlike a regular NES controller.
I would say the D-pad's a little bit important in this game, just a little.
Yeah.
But Raikou did find the one right dead end in P1. I think he might be going the right direction, I'm not sure. Yeah, he is. So if you're in P2 and you get to an elevator going up and down, do you always go down or do you go up? If you're trying to get to the boss.
I mean, down's closer. Probably go down.
Down is closer, but on the rooms that go up and right, aren't those quicker than the ones that go down and right?
Especially if you come to a T at the top, yeah. From the T at the top, it's going to be like, you know, a 6-second room to cross. If you go down, it's almost always going to be like a 12-second room.
Horsehead got shot in the head once and he died. I guess that's
Yeah.
attack 8 for you.
Yeah, that's attack 8.
Down was not the right answer for BGT. It
No.
wasn't in it. Raikou does have to deal with the VOD getting through that. But he is almost certainly going to be going into GP first.
He just took a 1-up.
Was it actually a 1-up?
He took life 9 for a 1-up.
Huh.
Instead of,
Interesting.
well, I mean, he didn't have the option to take magic.
Well,
but he
right.
didn't skip it either to skip the animation, so.
BGT did get the guy down, but his second head did emerge fully, but no third head. We don't believe in Skullface, I guess.
I believe he already had life 8, didn't he?
He might not have.
Okay.
So is BGT gonna enter GP first? I guess it depends on encounters at this point.
Magic 7.
Oh, well, one of them took the swamp path
Ugh.
instead of the grass path. The swamp is a little bit slower.
Right. Shade's going up for RaikouRider at 125.50. BGT about 126.03.
Alright. So different levels, different container counts. It's going to come down to GP. And just how bad is this GP going to be?
We got an early Eon here.
Now, do you immediately drop?
Yep.
I think I would. There's no chance of backtrack, so...
You know, I don't know.
BGT,
There's
yeah.
no clear answer. But I want to know probably what it goes to. But if you go right, I mean, the next room right could be Thunderbird, and the room after that could be Darkling. You don't know.
No. The room right could never be Thunderbird, because what would you be dropping to? You'd have to be dropping... You can't drop
okay.
past Thunderbird, so...
Yeah, you're right, because there's no backtrack. Gotcha.
Yeah, there's no backtrack at all, so...
Well, then
Why not drop?
something else. It could just be
The only thing that would hurt you is if the next room is an elevator room and Thunderbird is to the right of the elevator.
Yeah, Jack
And up that elevator is a gigantic, horrible spiral of doom that your drop led you to. What in the world's going on in that screen? Okay, hi Bird Knight.
That was a move.
That was a thing.
We got a fun room for RaikouRider. BGT's having fun in his room too, though. Let's not mistake.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun rooms. That one looked a little bit fun.
Ooh, the dead end.
Can't get the life spell off in time. BGT is going backwards.
I already lost track of this map. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Interesting. That's a drop. think we might be doing some mapping here.
I think so. This is the kind, that situation back there was the kind that you need to keep track of. The Raikou finds a 1-up. Did he go up an elevator left and find a 1-up?
Yeah, he went up an elevator left and there was a 1-up.
Oh, so BGT will probably never do that. And be thankful that he doesn't. Yeah, you want to keep track of, you got elevators like that going up.
Huh.
It's already 3 drops that knocked out for BGT. No backtrack in sight yet. I don't know if one of those up elevators could have been one. I'm not super clear on the layout here.
I mean, it's possible the Eon drops to the same place that this, where BGT is now, just in a different part of it.
Nice timing for that refill. BGT was getting kind of low.
Yeah, they're taking, I mean, as opposite as their paths were in Palace clearing, now they're taking GP and just going totally different ways.
That they are.
I'm thinking Dark Link is probably not going to be far past Thunderbird, given all that we've seen right now.
No, I mean, we're basically seeing the rooms in double speed here.
We've already seen several dead ends, several elevators. Raikou gets to the last drop.
Isn't that gonna... Well, BGT just walked through the 2-side drop room. They've already fallen into that, right?
Yeah, I think BGT is looped, perhaps? I can't even tell. I've lost track here.
Yeah, whereas...
Left and Ferry? Yeah, probably.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Yep. Back
yeah,
there. Not a bad move.
It would amuse me greatly if they ended up converging into some elevator room and... Oh, there's Raikou. He has found a way.
Indeed. Yeah, they like run into each other at the Jackamus room.
Yeah, and then just both go to Thunderbird or something. Would have been great, but no. There's just one magic path, and Eon drop apparently was a good thing.
There's the Jackamus room for BGT, which, I mean, I count him as a winner for finding this room. This is a great room.
I want to say he's seen that before. I could be wrong. I know I saw it on the screen by somebody.
Well, that was some serious dodging there from RaikouRider. He took a complete pass on trying to get any damage on this wave. There it goes.
So is it going to be immediate Dark Blink, or is there going to be some nonsense in the between?
I don't think there's much left.
Yeah, just immediate.
See this Darkling technique. I'm gonna do the crouching stab from the corner.
Yeah, attack 8 doesn't matter, so just kind of do a little stab in there.
Oh, getting jumped on! Oh! Alright, try 2. Shouldn't have any problem with this one.
I would expect not. I used to do the crouching stab thing, but then I got jumped on, so I do the standing stab and then jump when he jumps, so to negate that. I'm not good enough to do the jump stab that I know a lot of the speedrunner people do.
Yeah. I try to go for the UFP, the ultimate fight plan, where it's like jump, standing, standing, jump, standing, or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, there's a. Well, there we go.
All right, GG.
Knocks it out. First place, time of 1:33:51.
I think BGT is on the right path here. Since Raikou went past that annoying dude.
Bullshit.
Oh, he's on the path to the one up.
Yeah, he's way back. He's got to like go back or the way he came, drop down the elevator, take a couple lefts, drop back the L7 hole, and take some more lefts or something. I don't know.
Hey, Raikou, GG.
Thanks. So the reason why I took the Eon drop straight away is because I thought I was behind.
You were basically in GP like
12 seconds ahead.
12 seconds ahead of BGT.
Oh my goodness.
It was near simultaneous entering GP. BGT did not take Eon drop.
So I was actually really scared early in the game when I dove Death Mountain and found the Any key because I didn't want to dig palaces for the raft.
And then the raft ended up being behind a boulder block cave.
Yeah, and it just, the way I routed the overworld, the grass tile was not easy to get to. Downstab wound up not being very easy to get to, and that's the reason why I kind of struggled through the mid-game. And I was really unwilling to go into palaces, especially with the palaces that were on the west continent.
Yeah.
Another reason I was also very scared is because the first 3 spells I found, or not the first 3, but it felt like the first 3 spells I found were Fairy, Reflect, and Thunder. So I felt it would be one of those seeds that says, "Hey, how good are you at low-level GP?"
It did seem like at first it should be a very fast seed because of the early glove and all the great stuff was found early.
What was kind of funny, actually, is that my go mode item was a magic jar.
Yeah, you were riding very low on magic for a long time. It's slowing you down a little bit for a while there.
It's also just because I want to have a leveling strat that ensures that I can be on like 8x8 for GP, because unlike some other people in this tournament, I'm not great at this game.
Yeah, whatever works for you.
I mean, you took out Gumo no problem as your first boss, and that's a tough guy.
Well, I also did what was it? Attack 5. I also got attack 5 before clearing out a single gem. That's another reason why I was spending so much time just wandering the Eastern Continent, is mostly I was just fishing for 500-point P bags.
That's a good strategy for any leveling. Is when you get that raft, you've cleared out the western caves. Yeah, just head east and start grabbing the 500s that are hanging out there. Get those easy levels.
And that's also another reason why you might have noticed I went back into, I think it was I forget which palace it was. I went back into some other area.
P4, I want to say, yeah, on Maze Island.
I went back in to finish a level.
Yeah. Which didn't take long with those 150 XP blue armored Stalfos or whatever.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, did BGT find jump? Because I really like jump for Thunderbird.
No, he didn't.
Nah.
That was another thing I was genuinely worried about, was the Thunderbird fight, because I'm not very good at fighting. It's actually weird. I'm one of a very few people in the community that actually prefers fighting Thunderbird with jump.
Yeah. You did well without jump. I mean, you were patient and didn't get hit when, you needed to not get hit.
That's another
which
thing
is
I was
pretty-
very, very scared of because I could only take one hit.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I was kind of surprised because, with what you're saying, because when you have jump, it's a little bit harder to navigate those tight spots between the fireballs because your upward momentum with jump is so fast.
It
It's
is,
a little
yes.
easier. Yeah, but you can like jump up into the fireball since they're kind of you're like filling the air above you, and you really need to be able to move laterally a little bit more. And BGT looks like he's gonna fight Darklink fair.
Yeah, doing the good old one-on-one fight Darklink.
Mano a mano. Man to man.
Not on 5 heart containers, sorry.
He really he can't take a whole lot here. Take a couple hits. No life. No.
But what had me concerned is it took me a really long time before I was able to get into any sort of situation where I could start knocking out palaces. And it wasn't because of lack of items, it was because of lack of levels.
And yet you went P5 first.
The reason why I went P5 first was because I figured I needed to start going into these palaces, because if I put off P5 any longer, I was also concerned that I had not located any palaces in the Eastern continent, despite spending a significant amount of time. So I was trying to hedge my bets against, hey, what if the plunger is needed? Where was the plunger anyway?
A Western cave?
Yeah, Western. No, it was the Eastern P-Bag Cave.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
that must be the one I didn't find.
BC found that fairly early once he got to the east. But yeah, the situation with not finding any palaces in the east was a mutual thing, because obviously they weren't in the north half, and that's where you started, and there was one cave that took you to the south half.
And I also don't really like taking pass-through caves in the east unless I have to.
The one that you needed was probably the most tame of them all, just the one with 3 flying enemies and 1 ground enemy.
It's still intimidating without downstab, and downstab in retrospect wasn't that hard to access. I just missed Mido.
BGT put it up for a long time.
BGT.
Yep. BGT finishing with a time of 141.14.
GG.
He's probably going to need to have a tinkle after that one.
That's actually a pretty fast seed for me. That's the second fastest I've done, I want to say. Let me check. Yeah, that's the second fastest seed I've ever completed.
Really?
As far as like a 6-gem seed, I've done... The only other faster one I've done is 129, and that had something like half-hour go mode.
Interesting.
Well, if you're going to set PBs, now's the time.
uh...
I think we're trying to get BGT in here.
What is it we're going to ask BGT about?
So, didn't want to turn in that medicine, huh? Oh, hey, BGT.
What's happening?
Nice Starklink fight there. He had to do the man mode thing and just take him out.
Yeah, that's my rule. Anytime I have already lost a race, I'll fight him like that, just because it's more fun than standing in the corner like a butt. But yeah, that was some great palace. I imagine I lost quite a bit of time to Raikou in there.
You
Yeah,
entered
you lost...
like 12 seconds behind him.
Yeah, like the one loop I didn't like recognize immediately. I was just like, where? Trying to draw this map and like it just keeps looking the same.
Oh geez, right of the Eon drop must have been a nightmare.
Well, It was gross. Yeah. Did you take Eon Drop? I didn't take it ever.
I took Eon Drop straight because I thought I was behind. And
Nice,
the rest
yeah.
of GP was after that was actually fairly linear.
Yeah. So you didn't have to take Eon Drop. I got there a different way. It was not fun. It was gross.
Interesting.
But yeah, GG.
Thanks.
How'd you guys like
BGT.
when I
Why
was
didn't
glove
you turn
blocked in Palace 2? Did you like that?
Wait, what? You got glove blocked in P2? Glove was the first item I found.
Yeah, it was the first item I found too, and by the time I got to P2, I forgot I had glove. So I just bounced out of there.
I've done that before as well in Z1, where the first item you find is the ladder, and I just run out of the dungeon because I don't have the ladder.
Yeah.
But I know
like,
how it is.
There's a glove block in here. I don't know. I guess I'll come back later. I mean, it wasn't a big deal since P2 was like right next to Great Palace, but like then I was in P1 and I realized I was like, I have the glove. Like, what am I doing? But yeah, it was a pretty fun seed. Like, I feel like I found a lot of stuff really, really early. Every single clue said what was in the east, so that was kind of silly.
Also, did you dive Death Mountain at all?
No. The one entrance I found, I was boot blocked and I never went back.
I actually dove Death Mountain at like 10 minutes in and found the any key. And then I died trying to get the hammer item. You were not getting through there without down stab.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
The funny thing about that, Raiko, you don't know about it, but I'm going to tell you about it. You could despawn that red Dyra there just by leaving the room and re-entering.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, the first one in the hammer item room? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All you got to do is just re-enter the room and it despawns.
Yeah, I found everything in the west early enough that I was like, I'm not going to go to the mountain. I never even found the entrance that wasn't boot blocked, although I had the boots early too. Like every item was really early.
The reason why I decided to dive Death Mountain is because I had found most of the items in the Western continent at the time, and I did not have a way to logically enter palaces, so I was actually fishing for a raft to try to just avoid going into palaces, because the way the logic works, if there's no any key and no fairy spell that are available on the West continent, you cannot be expected to go into palaces to get the raft.
Yeah. And the fairy spell was in Kasuto.
Yeah. And
actually
the raft was in Reset Cave, wasn't it? Or Magic Container Cave?
Raft was in Magic Container Cave, yes.
Yeah, behind that hammer block. So when Raiko had gone into the Death Mountain, you hadn't checked the raft yet. So it was getting to the point because you guys did such opposite things throughout almost the entire seed that we were getting to see everything like twice as fast. So like we already only had a few spots left for that raft. Like it was actually looking like there was a chance it was going to be in Death Mountain.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't. I do not like Death Mountain in Randomizer. No. Although with Candle Start, it's not bad at all. Just I don't know, like the randomness of the caves is too much for me.
And both of the items in Death Mountain were just BURIED buried. I spent a lot of time in there.
Yeah, it's a time sink for sure every time.
Oh man. Well, that was one of those things, man. It was a race where almost completely different paths converge at the Great Palace, 12 seconds apart, and then diverge just as quickly. And so we got to see the GP like again in double speed. Like Thurwolf and I are just like, okay, I think we're pretty much already down to Darklings right after T-Bird. We've seen all these rooms.
Oh man, I was sure he was right after my path through. I was like, I stopped even drawing my map. I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, there's nowhere else to go. I think I saw every drop.
When I was in GP at that time, and I saw BG, and I noticed BGT hadn't finished yet, I was thinking this GP is going to be really trolly, so I'm going to skip the first right and then just go explore the rest of the palace.
I never break the meta, I just always keep doing it no matter what.
That's what you do when you feel you're behind, is you skip the first right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Take the gamble that go in a weird way will pay off. I mean, that's why it's named the drop, right?
Apparently.
I mean, in theory, the first, if you want to like anti-meta and take the first left you find, it really only is going to add probably 12 seconds to your route because, you know, you take a left, you find a room with an elevator down in it, the elevator down is going to go right anyway. So, I mean, it takes like 12 seconds across one room, you know? Like you just went left one room and then you found the right.
Yeah, when I hit the like double block to the right, the double dead ends to the right of Eon Drop, I considered like, you know, then my option was to go left in a T room or to take the Eon Drop, and I thought about taking it. I guess I, you know, didn't think about it hard enough though. But yeah, congrats, Raiko.
Yeah.
Thanks. I thought the reason why I routed as I did is because I thought I was an underdog in this race.
Ha!
Nah, I'm always the underdog. That's my role. I was, you know, the most upsetting thing in the whole seed was that I got to the eco key room and I had fairy but not jump, so I couldn't even try, you know, to get my third eco key.
I used fairy on the room before that because that lava room with all the blocks.
Yeah,
I always fairy that room, and magic was at a real premium in this seed. Just containers
I ended up
in general
with 7
were
jars.
Yeah,
I had
the opposite.
I had so much trouble finding like almost any safeties in the seed. I found downstab super late. I actually got upstab before downstab.
Yeah, I did
I'm one
as
of
well.
those. I'm one of those people that really does not like going to the Eastern Continent without downstab.
You couldn't get it, I don't think, without going there first.
No, you couldn't.
I don't know where jump was, but both the I don't know where the medicine.
You couldn't. You actually had to because all 3 of the spell items were on the Eastern Continent.
Oh right.
And the only spells that I didn't find required you to go to the Eastern Continent, so you had to go to the Eastern Continent without downstab.
Right. Yeah.
And those enemies, if you can't jackhammer through them, are so dangerous.
Yeah, actually, funny enough, the blue Lizalfos were super weak and worth 200 XP. So like, you just killed a couple of them, and it was pretty good. The red ones though were real strong. It's always funny when they like get inverted in the randomizer.
All right, well, good luck to you going forward.
Yeah, same to you.
I'm
I've been doing too many single elimination tournaments, so I'm like, oh, done with Z2. Oh wait, no, this one's not single.
I'm gonna need it, but I'm gonna be more focused on the Z1 tournament.
Oh, nice. Good luck with that one too. I don't think so. I don't know. I'm in so many tournaments right now. I have no idea what they're about.
This and Z1 are the only tournaments I'm in right now. Thank goodness. It's not like last year where I was in something like 5 or 6 at once because every randomizer tournament that I liked playing in was going on at the same time.
Yeah, they like to do that.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna take off. So thanks for the restream. Thanks for commentating. I don't know if I'm gonna watch this back tonight. Probably tomorrow. But have a good one.
All right. Yeah, thanks for coming. And I'm supposed to say hi to BGT from Larry. Haha. All right. Well.
So is this about the point when I hop in to start shamelessly selling out and letting everybody know what other races we've got coming up?
Works for me.
Okay, because we do have plenty of races coming up for you tomorrow. Coming up at 9 a.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. UTC, we've got the OOTR Accessible Weekly, EU Weekly, coming up. That's the next thing you'll be seeing. At 3 p.m. Eastern, we have the Oracle of Seasons Randomizer Weekly happening. At 6 p.m. Eastern, we've got a Link to the Past Randomizer's Cross Keys tournament match between Dante and Prior 57. Coming up at 8 p.m. Eastern, we've got Paratrooper versus Joshi D here in the Z2R tournament. And after that, at 9:30 Eastern, we've got Sweet Love versus Rose City Saint. And it looks like everybody else left call from me, so I guess I will say thank you very much for watching. Hope you had a good time. Hope to see you again. Have a good evening, or whatever time of day it is, wherever you're at.